2 months off the Underworld. What a great track. Max Ramson, thanks for that one. And then second, we had Like I Love You, Justin Timberlake. Ali?
Justified.
That was sick. Not going to lie, I almost played that on Past Yorks, honestly, probably like 12 weeks ago.
Man.
And I played it to Matt, and I'm like, am I going here? And he kind of looked at me like, nah. But he followed up by saying, JT's drum beats are so fat.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, okay, well then.
Somewhat tick of approval.
Yeah, tick of approval big time, but he's the ex-co-host and you're the new one. So
True.
That was magic. Thanks for taking us there. I got some more questions.
Yep.
Hopefully the answer's not as cringe and fucked as the last one.
Sorry about that.
Damage your personal brand again.
Oh, fuck, it wasn't much to begin with. So. Sure.
We've got true or false.
Oh.
You had to be airlifted on a stretcher out of your high school swim carnival mid-freestyle race.
That's fucking funny. It's not true, but it's not entirely false. It's not full. It's the airlifted is a stretch, but no, I did have to be rescued and spinal boarded.
Yeah, did you like neck brace?
Yeah.
Or what? Like how? So talk me through it. I remember. I want to know specifics. You're on the blocks. What? 50-meter freestyle.
Yeah, this is a real iconic high school. Yeah, I have done some cool and not embarrassing things in my time, but this is not one of them. This was the last leg of the freestyle relay in year 11 for McNeil.
Oh, so there was 4 participants in the race.
I was like going to fucking bring it home hard. Like 184 centimetres of me, like ready to go. And freestyle relay, like piece of piss. And supposedly. And this is all... witchy of me, and I don't actually know if this is the case, but I broke a strap on my handbag. Sorry, my handbag. I broke a strap on my school bag in year 11, and you're carrying so many books and your shit back and forth when you're doing exams and whatever, that I only carried my backpack on one shoulder, and I swear to God that just wore it down, because that could be... it
would. If you had 20 kilos on your shoulder,
on
the
one
same shoulder
like
every day for 18 months, that would definitely make a difference.
Yeah, I'm sure
I had someone at our school that had a problem with their shoulder.
Yeah.
The girls at our school only wore handbags because that was the in thing, and I reckon by the end of it, all their shoulders were
Mate,
cooked.
honestly, truly, and this is like a backpack too. So if you can imagine like a 20 kilo, thing that you're sort of slinging across either shoulder, and usually it's all right if you can distribute the weight, but because one of the straps had broken, I was like, fuck it. Anyway, in my brain, that wore it down. Some physios probably listening to this rolling their eyes being like, that doesn't work like that, but maybe not. Anyway, but last leg of the freestyle relay, Rosie Bainwright or someone like that has hit the mark, and I've jumped in, and the second that I dove, the awkwardness of the kind of rotation of my arm, like I didn't hit anything.
Just upon entry. Woof,
yeah, just if you can imagine,
it. Yeah.
You kind of follow with your hands sort of next to each other, and they follow the swimmer down, and then you touch the where your toes are more or less, and the block, and then you jump off. And there was something awkward in that dive between hitting my feet and jumping into the water, where you sort of outspread your arms in front of you, that I've just gone and like my shoulder has just ripped itself out of its socket. And so I've dove and hit the water and dislocated my shoulder, and immediately just been like, oh my God. And so I'm like holding my sort of arm to my rib cage and kind of kicking as furiously as I can with my 2 legs, and just looking at this poor woman, Rosie's big sister, who graduated a year or 2 prior. And you know how like when the year or 2 after you finish school, the piss easiest money you can make is to umpire netball games or come along to the swimming carnival so you can drop the rope if someone has a false start, to let them know that you have to go back and start again. Poor Louisa Bainwright was just like, yeah, okay, I'm ready. And to do nothing and get paid $60, which is unreal money if you're 17 or 18 years old an hour. And the poor thing, I just like came up and was just screaming my head, like looking straight at her, just screaming my head off. And Lou has just gone, oh my God, and she's jumped in all her clothes and had to like kind of push me, you know, swim me to the edge. And then because we were at Challenge Stadium and all these precautions, like a spinal board has come out because my shoulder's obviously dislocated, but they're taking all these precautions. So there's three other teachers in their clothes in the pool with me. I'm on a spinal board. I've got a neck brace on, and then I'm in my fucking hideous, one piece from school, and your
shoulder's still out at this point.
Shoulder's way out.
No one's come over and tried to wiggle it in.
Nah, fuck no. Everyone's just sort of looking at me, being like, "Oh Jesus!" They put an alfoil. Wrap me up like a fucking Indian kebab, like on Oxford Street, just ready to.
And they just put Coldplay on the speaker.
Yeah, correct. Amsterdam.
Funeral
I'm like,
setup.
Jesus. Anyway, and then my friend Sam brought me my phone, and she was like, every Scotch boy is text you being like, oh my God, are you okay? I was like, perfect.
That's so
mission
Sam
accomplished.
Palmer.
I know. But
no airlift.
No airlift, but a serious scene made in the middle of Challenge Stadium for not much, really.
Okay, well, I have another question. I believe this is from the same asker. Yeah, or author. True or false?
Mate, this bloke.
You were propositioned on a late night train by a drunk woman who claimed you were the hottest bloke on the train. Oh,
fuck, that's funny. Yeah, that's true.
That story. That's so
Shit,
funny.
that's funny. That can't be the same author.
Isn't it?
Nah.
Oh, well, that's good.
That's Dylan. That's Dylan Cranswick that's put that in. That must be Dylan Cranswick. Fuck, that's funny. I completely forgot about that. We were getting actually a train home from stinky bloody Energy Stadium out in bumfuck nowhere.
In Homebush, after Eagles had just got smacked by GWS for the fucking 500th time. Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry. Every time I go out to NG Stadium, I'm like, all right, time to sit with the other 300 people that, you know, give a fuck about this out here. And it's a rough ride from the eastern suburbs. It's actually relatively easy, but it's just a long train. It's about an hour on a train. We were coming home. Fuck, I can't even remember the full context of this story, but I remember this. It was another woman. And she'd gotten on the train, and I don't think she had shoes on, or she didn't have a fucking thing on her. And I'm always trying to be like relatively friendly and respectful to anyone, but particularly the crazies on the train that have seen better days. This chick, I can't remember, but she was talking to whoever I was with so fondly. I think it must have been Dylan, actually, because Dylan is so beautiful. And she was like, you know, oh, wow, like, you know, man, like, I love your dress or something like that. And Dylan was a bit like, yeah, oh, thanks. Fuck, I hope I got this story right. She was like, oh, yeah, thank you. Hee. And then, I can't remember the specifics of this conversation, but she more or less turned to me and was like, plus, you know. And, you know, come on, mate. You're like, you're looking at me like, yeah, love. I mean, go on, mate, you're the hottest bloke on this train anyway. And I was just like, you cannot be fucking talking to me right now. And shit, it was so funny. God, that was so good. I wish I remembered more of that story, but I remember also being, that's right, she just pissed herself. That's right, she'd actually just pissed herself. She knew her shoes on, pissed herself on the train and called me the hottest bloke on it. And I was like, thanks. But it would be so funny if she just did it to me and like to Dylan. But I'm quite sure like Darcy O'Brien, Lockie, like there was a crowd of people.
There was a crowd of blokes that could have been.
Yes. And that's what I was like, are you definitely talking to me right now? And all 6 of them or 7 of them, whoever they were, we were with at the time, were like, oh. Like, did that just happen? Fuck, that was funny.
That is so
wow,
classic,
what a great memory.
Whoever
the dog was.
What a great ride-in from PTA staff. Thank you, Dylan or Murphy or whoever that was. Or Jack. There's one more question on the other side of the break, and then we'll keep getting moving. We got a few more tracks, Al.
Yeah, I reckon. I'll try to. I'll let's spice it up a bit. I'll give you something different.
All right, we'll see you soon.